everyone, and welcome to this week's Newry's Loose Women. Hope we're all well, girls.
We are this week.
Good,
Yes.
all
So
good.
you're catching up on all that reality TV.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's really good.
I love watching it.
I don't watch it religiously, but when you do click
Couldn't be
it,
bothered last night. No, I watched it with the first half and then thought no. You
I
get
thought
bored
Gemma
sometimes.
was funny. She was
She's funny,
entertaining.
yes, I like her anyway.
I know
She's-
she's irritating everybody with her
No,
saying.
I do like her, but she
Yeah.
is. What did she even go on for? Seriously.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's
but
I'm a
is it-
Celebrity, Get Me Out
One,
of Here. That
what
one.
did she last? One day.
Oh
One
dear
night.
lover, was she hungry? I don't-
She had malaria.
oh, did she?
No, she
So
thought she had.
Oh, right.
It's a
Yes,
drama.
they are.
Drama.
But do they not get paid when they walk? I heard
Probably
that.
do.
Oh,
go through
apparently
all that.
she is still
She's
going to get
probably
paid.
done that.
Oh, I heard once she walks,
So she knew, but she was
she
out.
has to be voted out, or she doesn't get paid.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I don't know. Because
Somebody
they were
let us
saying
know.
that,
That's what I heard, and I
um,
felt really sorry for her because up until that, you thought she was just being a drama queen. But if
She
she
is.
felt so strongly that
That
she
she's-
left without getting paid, it obviously
So she
did.
knows which was
Well,
that.
imagine you still. So now she is another over 2 weeks in that 5-star hotel in Australia
So
and
she
still get
knows
paid.
And fed.
But I don't know, Amanda. I think that is the catch.
Seriously, I
If
don't
you
know.
walk,
that would
because
make more
everybody would
sense.
walk.
Yeah.
Well, I
A
would.
guy would. You'd say to hell with this. I'm going to get
Yeah.
my money anyway. I'm
Yeah.
landed. I'm here. I'm away.
Yeah.
Must
Do you
have been
know?
enough. She must have been getting a big paycheck.
And here, girls, what do you think of that Melanie Sykes in it?
She's
Hey,
like a
she's
real-
like a
I
muscle
always-
woman, but
yeah.
I read that bit in the paper the other day that she doesn't want to get too skinny, even though she knows she will in there because you're eating nothing.
But it's not
I
even
like her on the other
skin.
programmes, but
She's so beautiful and soft
Yeah.
looking on telly, but
She looks
is her
very
face all sunken or
sunken
something?
very
yeah.
hard looking.
Yeah, she didn't look like herself at all. No, I
But
don't-
anyway, back
Yeah.
to what we're going to discuss today.
enough of that.
who cares?
We are coming up to Christmas.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Can't
Woohoo.
wait.
It's
Yes.
not your year. You prefer Easter, don't you?
I'm more an
I'm a
Easter
Christmas
person
person,
than
but Amanda
Christmas.
I
likes
love
Easter.
Christmas and I
I
love
love it.
Easter.
I love it all.
December. I love the
I
whole
love Halloween
build-up.
and
Build up.
everything.
I think I prefer the build up, but it's whenever the build up becomes
Crazy.
mental
The mess.
and
Manic.
Mess.
you're driving past the like of Smiths and the cars, the trolleys. You can't get a space.
The
You know, whenever
bedroom.
you go into one for a wee coffee somewhere,
And you can't.
and they're coming out with trolleys full of stuff. And you're
Yeah.
going, what?
It's
It
really-
just it loses. I don't know. It becomes, as I say, it becomes stressful. You get yourself into debt. Keeping up with the Joneses.
Should
all
you
of
get
that
into
there.
debt? Should people go that far?
Some people do, just so their children can have.
Yeah.
You know,
But
that you
I
have
don't
a
think you
break.
should.
No,
No.
because they get plenty anyway.
Why don't people recycle? We are recycling this year. I'm very proud of
You
us.
recycle.
Yes.
In that, between the family,
me.
one or two. No,
What are you
Joanne, what
doing?
we're doing is, Xboxes and that
Uh-huh.
younger ones
Don't
want that
have,
won't
yeah.
even know
Oh,
the
that's good.
difference.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Because like we did buy Thomas second-hand Xbox.
Yeah.
Thomas, sorry, you thought it was new. For just it was in the middle of the summer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went and got a second-hand one for him, and he didn't know the difference. So the younger ones that want them, they don't know the difference. And they don't appreciate the price and the
Yes,
cost.
yeah.
So that's being passed down
That's
to
great
the
idea,
younger
yeah.
ones, and them not know. So even things like that, people can save money that way, can't they?
Yeah, that's great.
But
But
don't
people
do
don't
it.
seem to learn either.
No,
Like
they want new,
every
new,
year,
new, yeah.
they still do the same.
Why
They
don't
go
people go on Facebook? I've got this going. Does
Swap it
anybody
for
need
this.
this swap? Why don't people actually
charge
do
less,
that,
yeah.
mummies? Like you think Thomas was 11. He had no cop on.
Yeah.
The Xbox was as good as new.
Yeah.
One of the slimline ones. That child didn't cop on. So up until the age of 11 or 12, you can get away with that.
Well,
Swapping toys.
Last night I actually wrote to my two children, sat with them on the road their way.
Santa letter.
Yes.
Oh, so sweet.
But and I thought then when Bert came home from the gym, I was right. You want this, you want this, and I knew the extra wee things that we're getting, but they were writing them down, and on the wee fancy, I get them the wee sheets that actually send to the North Pole.
Yeah.
the wee
Oh, yeah.
ones. And I thought, well, that's not too bad, and I was sort of looking at the prices, and then Bert came in and said, oh, he does this every year. Oh, God, they're not looking for much. Like, that's only such and such, and that's such and such. And I said, well, that's plenty. One's 8
Yeah.
and one's 4, and they haven't
Yeah.
even a clue.
They haven't
And
a
Aaron
notion
has
of the
an
value of money.
Xbox, and I'm only after dropping in to get fixed from last year. Now he wants these huddle things, but he's starting to want these more expensive things, where Alex hasn't a clue. She's only 4. But he thought, God, they're not greedy children. And I said, well, they're getting a lot more than some children get.
Well, the way we would have worked it was there was like a budget so
A
much.
price limit.
Yeah,
And they're
for
all the
each,
same.
and it was the same.
And
Yeah.
try to keep it as
And
even
keep
as
it
you
that's
within
possibly
that.
Yeah.
can.
Because, and you often find, well, I don't know about your kids, but when they have made out the list of what they want, and anything over and above that, you know the way sometimes it gets more expensive, but it gets smaller.
Yes,
what you're
and
buying, so you
there's
think you
less.
have to bulk it up.
Yes.
They never look at the stuff that you bulked it up
No,
with.
they just want
No,
the main
what
thing.
they
Just
ask
want the
for.
main thing. And also I find girls, as they get older, they want the wee games and the
Yeah.
consoles, which are so much more expensive.
£40 a
but
game, yeah.
on Chris, I hated that, you know, when they come away from the bikes and,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
the big
Dolls
fun
and
toys.
everything, yes.
And then the wee bundle's tiny and
Yeah.
it costs a fortune.
Fortune.
So you're bulking up round it,
Yeah,
you know.
not spending silly money.
But then what I would do too is, like, Thomas would say, Mommy, I really want this or I really want that. So I'd say to his godmother,
Right,
you know,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's really good. Like, I know I put feelers out. What
Yeah.
will I get your wee one?
Yeah.
Or please
Yeah.
let me know what they really want. So
Yeah.
something off the list. Get somebody like a godparent or an auntie
Yeah.
that's going to buy them anyway. Get them to hit the list.
Yeah.
But like you're bombarded. I think it's like getting earlier every year with
know.
the adverts and all of that there. And there is an awful lot of pressure to
There
keep
is,
up
yeah.
with.
And some people really feel the need
Yeah.
to do it. I think it's terrible.
There's no need.
That'd be like January starting off with, you know, a big visa bill or whatever
It's
coming
brilliant.
in going,
Yeah.
But then, Amanda, if you have to do it, and as you say, peer pressure.
yeah.
Children saying, oh, my friend's getting this.
My friend's
How
getting
do you
that,
have
yeah.
that look of
And the
disappointment?
wee ones, you see, my heart breaks. Like I said last night, look at all the stuff that they have in their rooms. They don't even look at Aaron has these big massive
Yeah.
toys on top of his wardrobe. And I said, will we give them to charity shop? Or
Yeah.
so, you know,
Yeah,
they
you
should.
should.
And he's going, no. And I said, you don't even play. They're up in that wardrobe. You haven't looked at them over
Yeah.
a year. And like, my heart breaks for those that.
The wee ones
don't
that
have.
just
Yeah,
aren't
you know,
going to get
and-
all that.
Yeah, I'd rather
And
give
then-
away than take. You
Yeah.
know, that kind of way.
Do you not think too that sometimes, you know, it's the parents that make the children greedy, teach the children greed and demanding. Like you, as you say, your kids are unspoiled. Like really, we should be encouraging that.
Absolutely.
Do you know? And
Yeah.
you think a lot more. Like I remember
Yeah.
when we were young, you got one me and Santa present
it,
and maybe
yeah.
a selection box or whatever. But you know, you appreciate stuff a lot more. I have one vivid memory of one Christmas where Jerry swept the floor and took a load of stuff away.
You see.
Really?
Yeah, because he just said it was just
It's too
pure
much, yeah.
sick, and it was just
Yeah.
teaching the children all the wrong
Greed,
things,
yeah.
and he wouldn't have it. And like it would be give out through the year, maybe for their like some of their
Yes.
Christmas presents were
Yeah.
given to them on birthday and maybe at Easter because it was just crazy.
You're
so
very
from that
wise,
year, you
That's
learn.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
as you
it's
say,
not
you're
good.
instilling that into your child. like,
Value
you
for
know,
what they do
and
get.
you don't always get what.
What's the cut-off, Amanda?
There isn't.
There's some
People
children-
just, I want.
No, but what happens when those children are 17, 18? What is
What can
going
you
to
get them?
satisfy
Yeah.
them?
Nothing.
Like parents don't realise that if
Yeah.
they're getting all this now. There's one we tried the other day, an iPhone 6 for
That's
birthday.
ridiculous.
You're thinking, in the name of God, what are you going to buy at Christmas then
Yeah.
to outdo the iPhone 6? How's Santa going to outdo that?
Yeah.
So what happens then as them children get older?
Yeah.
You can't blame the children
No.
when they're stamping their feet and looking at a Mercedes for their 18th birthday.
Exactly.
You're right, yeah,
They're a
yeah,
product
yeah,
of their upbringing.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, that's I remember. A
We
friend
are
of mine
so
was saying,
good. We
We are,
don't
yes.
want anything out of our reach.
Yes. We're easy
us
pleased.
preaching.
But it's true, and I know there's sometimes it when they're younger, you do tend to get, you like to buy them things and all that there, but then you have to rein it in because like that, yes, they don't stay that age forever. They grow up and they become 14, 15, 16,
And
17
then,
with
Amanda, if
attitude.
you
And the
can't
prices
buy
go up.
it, like, is that what is happening? A lot of kids, you know, when they're young and the mummies and daddies are out buying them this, buying them
Yeah.
that, and then as they hit 16, 17, they want bigger and better,
Yeah.
and the parents obviously won't be able to afford it.
Yeah.
They just will
Yeah,
not be
yeah.
able to keep going to it. So what do them children do? They're
yeah.
used to just getting what they
Yeah.
want and how they want it. A lot of it's to do with society and what we're doing
and
to
what
them.
we're doing. Like my wee one said to me last week, can we go to Smith's and get such and such? I said, you cannot. Sir Santa's coming in a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
No, can we go to Smith's? Aaron wanted a game at £40 for his Xbox. It's broke. And I thought, no. And then I said, ask your daddy. And he
Ask
said,
your
like,
dad.
yes, yeah, certainly you can have one when Santa's coming. So what do they ask? You just have to say no.
Yeah.
And my heart breaks because I do feel bad saying no, but you have to say no.
But you
Oh, yeah.
realise that by saying no, you're actually serving them a purpose. You're doing them a favour by
Yeah,
saying no. Like, it's
yeah.
not that you say no all the time, but
no.
you know, you got to weigh it up and say that when they get out into the real world and they are told no.
So tough, Amanda. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to get used to no. Or, you know, when the boys were at school, I know I used to get it every week. Aaron coming like, oh, Mommy, such and such a one gets to the toy shop every
Yes.
week
Yeah.
when they get full marks in their spelling test. and I'd be all good for them.
them.
I'm
And
delighted.
I don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to buy them when they give their GCSEs or their 11 plus and then their A levels.
Yeah.
Like we never had, they never had that. Toys were for Christmas, birthday.
Yeah.
Occasions.
Very,
yes.
very
Yeah.
rarely was there a very special treat. And like now, honest to goodness, they're not spoiled, they're not demanding, they ask for one or two things because they know that's the limit.
Yeah.
So have you any tips to prevent getting into debt?
Stay
Like say-
indoors.
But even with
it is easier said than done.
It is easier. But if you start off with a good intention and say, right, okay, I'm going to budget and spend whatever on each child and try
To stick
And
it
have
up
a
within-
husband.
within
you
your
know what you need? You need the steady husband.
Yeah.
That, like,
Yeah.
like I would be, oh God, love them, or get them, or whatever.
Yes.
But so long as you have somebody there that's saying, no, hold on 1 wee minute.
Yeah.
And the 1 year that stuff was lifted off the floor
Yeah.
was enough to teach me,
yeah.
you know, they're not going to have
No.
it, you
Well,
know.
Bert would
it's
say
not
that
worth
this,
it.
oh, they've got plenty, they've got plenty.
got full and
and then the
plenty.
next minute, oh, have they enough? Will we get such? I said, you're the one said not to, and now you're
No.
saying, come on, God, help them. He does that to me every year. And then I just
I
go,
know.
all right, just get
set,
them an
set
extra
an
wee
amount.
thing.
Set
and
in mind,
don't-
and that is really
don't go
clever.
above
We've
it.
never done that,
Yeah.
but set an amount,
never
as you
I.
say.
Mind you, you feel pretty miserable when you're coming along with
Yeah.
the trolley going, is this all we have? While they're coming.
Trolley loads.
And then Amanda, what happens is like there's the year Aaron he would have been asking for like a what do you call them? These Game
Boy
Boys or
or
whatever
DSs,
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
The DS, and it was tiny.
Yeah.
And Thomas would ask that he was that much younger, and his bike
Big
took
bike,
up the
yes.
whole room.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, oh God,
Well,
add to
that's
that
fair,
pile.
yes.
Yeah.
So obviously, as they get older, it's more
Yeah.
expensive,
Yeah.
and the younger ones are going to you're going to spend less.
Yeah.
But they all have their day then, don't they? I don't know, man. Just be careful.
Yeah, because it's not, as I say, January is a blue enough month without.
I love the food at Christmas, the dinner and
Are
the
you the one with the
smell.
shopping trolley that's over her foot?
Yeah,
With
I
food.
love.
Yeah.
I do actually think Christmas is about eating. You know, dinner and
drinking.
a glass of wine, and you don't have to go anywhere,
Yeah.
and it's just. I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
bit. I know the children don't really love that bit, but
Mummy, come on while you're lying in a heap
yeah,
after
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
10th glass of mulled wine.
yeah. The belly sitting out here.
But as I say, rolling around.
Jaws.
Try, easier said than done, but try not to.
Yeah,
Try your best.
yeah.
I say within your budget and within whatever, your budget, and work it out from there.
Yeah.
But
Hope so.
yes.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in a few
Good luck
minutes.
with that.
Yeah. If they see us out with our big trolleys full of stuff,
And our
we're going,
store cards.
What's she on about?
yeah, they're really practicing what they preach. So we'll be back in a few minutes.
Advertise your business here. Reach a weekly audience of 275,000 people. Be ahead of the rest. Call Damien on 078 08 80 34 75 or 028 308 34 012.
Hi and welcome back to this week's Newry's Loose Women. Now it's slightly different, this next topic, in that every week we're going to be given a surprise question that we don't know
The answer to.
what the topic's going to be. So this week it's been left here on the table. It is Julian Blank, what's your thoughts?
Blank.
Who?
What were you?
So Pauline,
Yes.
what's
Yeah.
your thoughts on Julian Blank?
See, that's where you run the risk with this one, because they
Right.
can put something to us that we're not so up to date on. But I'm a wee
Yes.
bit up to
Oh,
date on
I'm-
this. I've seen it's
I'm
all
not up
over
to
the
date.
news.
Uh-huh.
This guy, Blank, is looking to come into the United Kingdom to have seminars, and the seminars are on how to pull a woman. Basically, how
Right.
to pull a woman.
Okay, okay.
And there's, probably women's libbers, all that,
Or
the
up in arms,
crazy.
I would believe.
Yes, they are looking him banned from the UK. They didn't want him to get a visa. And lo and behold, in the papers today, he didn't get his visa
Okay.
to visit the UK to have a
Surprise,
seminar.
surprise, you wrote
Surprise,
that, yes.
surprise. So I think they just want us to discuss
What
what we think of it. Girls, basically, what I seen him on the television, and he's okay looking.
Is he married?
No, I don't think he's married. And
Is
he
he young?
stands up there. It's like a Tony Quinn seminar. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah.
Well, he looks a bit more like a comedian. Yeah, he's okay.
So he's not married and he's talking about pulling. Has he got a woman?
He's up there. Well, you see, I'd love to have known a wee bit more history on him.
Does
Was
he-
he a nerd at
Yes,
school?
what his
Do you
experience
know,
is.
I don't mind that, like, you know, but I mean, what
Anything
took him
against
to this,
nerds.
or what makes him think he
Yeah.
has the right to teach other people
Yeah.
how to pull a woman?
Knows the knowledge
So
of it.
he has the knowledge, and like he's just okay, look, and he wouldn't turn my head.
So whenever he's given his tip, what examples does he give for how to pull a woman? Is it sort of bang up to date, or is it has he suddenly went back 100 years ago?
I'd say you'd have to go online to actually see the full thing, because they're everybody's up in arms in the United Kingdom, don't want him in. They didn't show a lot of him.
Yes.
But what you did see, it was one. I think there's one line that I sort of thought, ouch, that's maybe what's
Creepy,
getting you into
wee bit
trouble.
creepy.
You know, just go up and grab her. If you see the woman in the bar, just go and
said.
grab her. Yeah, I suppose if it was somebody you had the hots for, it would be a bit of all right. But what if it's somebody you don't have the hots for and somebody comes up and grabs you? I don't like
I would
people
hit somebody
touching me
at
that I don't know. I hate that, even if you're in a
Somebody's come
nightclub
and grabbed you,
and
yeah.
somebody does. I
Yeah,
hate to be
tipping off you.
touched by someone I don't know, you know. Although, in saying
But
that too,
as I was saying, is it sort of like
Creepy.
would it be a
well,
wee
he's
bit tongue in
teaching
cheek
you how
that
to
he's
get. I think there's a bit of tongue in
bit of
cheek
that.
there. I think it was the nanny state. No, the bit about he teaches you how to get the girl from the bar into your car or into the house, and then how eventually to get her into the bedroom. So he does
lovely
go in.
guy, yeah.
He does go in, and it is a bit seedy and a bit not so nice. But then,
Sleazy.
is there wee guys out there that need a bit of help? And no, I'm only
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to show you where the arguments
Ah,
were all
they are,
week.
yes, yeah.
Some other people were saying, like, maybe the wee, you know, shy. What's the other
Yes.
word for it? Has anybody got any words there that could help?
shy?
The word you would like to use.
Shy will be okay.
Shy,
Awkward,
yeah, the
you
right
know,
word, yes.
boys, teenage, awkward,
Very insecure, yeah.
adolescents.
Yes.
I suppose you don't want them listening to the like of him either. But
He wouldn't give the right impression, would he? To somebody that's...
Does he
he's
think
just
it
very
works?
brave, macho. Well, obviously, I think he's
Very
done
cocky
really
on
well
himself,
in
is he?
America, and no harm to them all. The
over
publicity
there.
he's got in the United Kingdom now, if nobody'd mentioned him, we wouldn't be talking
yeah.
about
I
him.
think he should
Yeah.
stay
He's
put.
got all this adverse. I know, but Joanne, how many people listening to this are going to go online
And look,
I-
to
well-
see what's this all
Check
about?
him out.
So they've done him a favour.
Yeah.
Because he's so well known now, and people are going to go on to see that, and you can guarantee the men. Like, he's looking to appeal to men. Are you telling me, Amanda,
how would a man?
that so many men wouldn't want to go and learn that?
I'd
Or
just grab a
But
lady.
the reality is,
Grab
Pauline,
somebody.
how to get a
that-
woman?
I don't believe it. How would that? Well, there probably is some women out there who
Obviously.
would be swept off their feet. But me personally, if some man
No.
came up and just grabbed me, my right knee would be placed.
All right. But
Well, I
that's-
see,
Yeah.
and we only seen clips, and maybe had he already spoke about, you know, making eye contact, the smile, if the lady smiles back, if there's a bit of flirting going on.
Right.
Is there a funny side to it? Would
I-
you laugh at him, or I just think that I just don't
No,
like him?
because they showed I didn't see a lot. It's obviously been well monitored
Yes.
what they were going to put on
Yeah.
the news,
Yeah.
because they're not going to put anything too much.
yeah.
So I don't know if there was tongue in cheek. And then there was another guy that does the seminars. Obviously, his are more liberal, because
Reserved,
they let him on for an interview.
Right.
And he was saying that he knows him, and he's a lovely guy,
Yeah.
and he's
all
really
for
good
show, maybe.
fun. And is it for attention? And does he take it that wee bit over the edge?
Do you know what
For
it's
the
like
Make
in a
it
way?
different.
Do you know your one, Katie Hopkins?
Oh,
Do you know the way
Yes.
she? I have to say,
Yes.
I just laugh at her.
Yeah.
I cannot
Yeah.
take her
No,
seriously because
don't like
she's
her.
just like that. She's just tipping it over the
Over the
edge
edge.
and
Pushing it all
it's-
the time.
Yeah.
But it's the reaction, and she's getting a reaction. And
Yeah.
I do think, yes, okay, some of the things she says are a
Yeah,
little bit
borderline.
yeah. But I really don't take her that seriously, and it's because she's getting so much publicity and so many
She
people
knows what she's
are
at.
reacting that she's just fueling the fire constantly.
Well,
so
I
I wonder
would've
if he's
loved-
sort of the same.
I would have loved to see maybe a few 18 to 21-year-old boys interviewed,
right.
or 21. You know,
Yeah.
18 to 25. Does he help? Well, you know,
Yeah.
we never.
Yeah, to see
it
if
was
it's
what's-
nearly
yeah,
like
how successful it is.
Yeah, and what you got out of it. Or what did you take away from it? Like, does he go over the top a wee bit to make it spicy to get people in?
Yeah,
But does
sounds
somebody
like
go along and maybe pick one or two? Maybe that awkward, shy wee boy, will he go in there and
Make a fool of himself.
No, but Joanne, will he learn something? Do you know, like there's loads of self-help and
Yeah.
you get women and, you know, men.
Yes, maybe not necessarily the going and grabbing, but maybe
Yeah.
a few other wee tips
Tips
that
might
just
come in.
give him that confidence
Yeah,
to
'cause
approach.
teenage boys are
Yeah.
just, some boys are,
Oh,
you
stop
know,
it.
they need
Yeah.
all the help
Yeah.
they can get. Not that I know any like that, but sometimes you sort of think, you know, is he being slammed? And I would love to have heard the opinion. I didn't see
Yeah.
one 18 to 26-year-old
interested now to see that.
or someone who'd been, and did he learn something worthwhile? You know, that would be very, like I would love that. I wish to God they had to give us
Yeah.
both sides.
Yes, because you're only getting one side. And
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
he's not got the visa now, and
Yeah.
are they taking it that women are being treated as objects and, you know, violated by his attitude, which is
Absolutely.
why we don't want him.
Yeah, and then again, there is that argument, Amanda, where you know women are being raped and abused,
Yeah.
and you're so against that, and is this condoning it? And do you know,
Yeah, I
there's
suppose
there's
you're
two
right.
Well, you see,
sides.
that's it,
It's
because
really
there will be some men who, getting back to just go and grab her, well, take that literally and just go and grab, and
But sure,
you know, it
Amanda,
could
like
end up.
there is even like the porn and all that that's available on the internet, and
Yeah.
they reckon that guy that killed that wee girl in Wales was he had a load of that downloaded. So
Yeah.
do they ban everything? Do you know, is everything going to be
Ban.
you know, where do you draw the line? People making their own choices and
yeah.
their own decisions, you know.
But there in America, like, they do their own thing, but over here it's different. You know, you have to be very careful what you say, but over there they just say what they want to say.
Freedom of
so he
speech.
thinks he can just come over here and just do what he wants.
Yeah,
I just don't like the sound of him.
Yeah, no.
No.
There, and when he was talking, and the bit about just grabbing the woman, you sort of go, oh God, you know, like I wouldn't like
wasn't back about
anybody
60
to do
years.
that on
Me,
me.
yeah.
No,
But in
definitely
the
not.
same breath, was it took out of context?
yeah,
Was
yeah.
he
What
in
you're
a?
saying,
yeah.
Was he speaking about a case scenario or whatever?
Yeah.
And then they've just left on
Yeah.
that. But I don't know now. I really don't. I wouldn't go to see him, but it would be very interesting
You'd
to
love
see.
to see, as I say,
The
how
response,
successful
yeah,
and what
yeah.
the response is. And
Yeah, yeah. Or wait, go to the seminar that he's done and
And
interview
form an
people coming
opinion.
out of it.
Yeah.
Don't just, yeah, do you
Slam
know,
it down.
and talk to the.
I'd like to
did
hear
you
more
learn
now,
anything
yeah.
from that, and what did you take from that?
Yeah.
You know?
I do think with every argument you need to hear the two sides and
Yeah.
see what, and make your own
But you know, I feel
opinion.
sorry for men, and the girls have, what do you call them nights, makeup nights and sleepovers and slumber parties
Aye.
and
Uh-huh.
toy parties, and
Yes.
like that's a very girly
It's
thing
girly,
to do.
yeah.
And like nobody really, like some of them are outrageous. As you know, some of them do turn
yeah.
outrageous. I know it's not televised or whatever, but I
Yeah.
don't even know if his seminars were. But the boys need help. They do need help in that department. A lot
do.
of them do. Like they're so
do.
awkward around women, aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I would,
you know.
yes, well, like yourself, I would like to just see
Yeah,
and
I'd like
a bit
to been-
more
yeah.
and form a,
Yeah, yeah.
an opinion
a
that
wee
way.
bit more educated.
I
as
just
well.
don't like him.
I'd love to be a fly.
I just don't
I'd
like
love to have been a fly on the wall just to see
Yeah, yeah.
what
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
is he telling these men to do. Do you know?
But he must have had some success, otherwise he wouldn't be,
Not
no
knowing
one would
he's
really
over
know
here,
about him.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
And he
people
wouldn't
are
be-
going in America.
Yeah,
Yes, I think
yeah.
obviously there's been seminars and he's well got there, and he was asked to come to the United Kingdom. However, Theresa May said no.
No.
You're not allowed.
Teresa wasn't amused.
Because our wee men here would
Ach.
be too influenced by
themselves.
you, and
Yes.
so
And
they're
they'd
not
be
allowed.
corrupted.
Okay.
She's not
Yeah.
allowed. So.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a bit of Googling on Julian Blank.
Now, do you know what's going to happen? You do know. You're going to get somebody here take up that idea
Yeah.
and run with it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe tweak it a wee bit and
Yeah.
Off the
go
go.
with it. Yeah, off the go.
Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Very good. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes to discuss Christmas makeup, sparkles and red
glitter
lips.
buns.
See you shortly.
Love this.
If you want to watch this show from the comfort of your home on your TV, then all you have to do is get your hands on our brand new Roku box, where you can watch all the amazing shows we have here at Destination Newry. Simply get yours now by calling us on 028 308 34010 and get yours today.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the final part of Newry's Loose Women. So we're going to look now at a few images on showing Christmas makeup. And we all love sparkle and
Glitz and
bling and glitz and
Glam.
glamour and
I love sparkle all
Yes.
year round.
but you
I
can
do.
really get away with
Yeah,
it
Christmas.
Yeah.
time.
But I
Yeah.
do love some
On a night out, it's
yeah,
lovely.
so
A wee
yeah, all
subtle
year
bit.
round, yeah.
But at Christmas you can be that wee
Over
bit more
top, the top,
adventurous.
yeah,
I can't wait to see all these, Joanne.
I know.
Just push it out.
Go,
So,
girl.
over to you, my dear.
Yes, take it away.
No problem. So the first one now, just all about the glittery eye.
They're like wee
And
stars.
You can get those wee stars. They're like just stick on. Do you know, just with the way you would stick your false eyelashes on. But that's like a wee bit OTT. That was just.
But Joanne, is that not really good, like for the younger one?
Yeah,
You
would
know,
that be
wee
more
party.
teenage? Yeah, wee
Yeah,
party, yeah.
I think that would
And to
just
get
be
those
lovely.
wee tiny stars, you can get them in Claire's accessories or
Really?
Superdrug. You can buy wee. It's like nail art and eye
yeah,
art and that kind of thing. You can get them anywhere.
And just put them
And
on.
pine
I think
shops,
that would
yeah.
be so pretty on a younger girl.
yeah, and
They're
I
really
like
lovely.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I'd
that.
actually wear it myself.
You are a younger girl.
You are.
Yes, you are, Joanne.
I'm talking with you, Joanne.
You're included in that younger girl.
So you wouldn't go for that, Pauline?
No, I love it, and I would put it on, you know,
More
younger.
teenage,
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So now this is really typical, the red and then the flick. So that's like the big 60s flick never goes out really.
It's
That's
very
a more-
Abby Clancy, isn't it? You
Yeah.
could see her
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
But what do you think of the red?
And
I love
the
the red
Louboutin
lips.
nails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
half
I
and
love
half.
red lips.
But you see, I
And-
can't carry red lipstick off. I think it just, I would have
I
small
love
lips, so I
red.
don't think
Aye.
you carried off lovely.
I
But
love red.
anytime I put it on, I just feel
It's not what they
Very
say that if
old.
you have thin lips, red makes your lips look thinner.
thinner.
But she has quite thin lips, has she not?
No,
Her,
no,
her
no,
she's
no.
a lovely
Full
wee Cupid's bow, you see.
Yeah.
Look,
But I think that the red is Christmassy, but I do like the wee flick as well.
Joanne, it's beautiful because she's no eyeshadow. When you do
Keep it
red
clean.
lips, you have to go less on the
Less.
eye, but that's nicely
That's a wee bit dramatic anyway. But
Well, you
loves
see,
the plain.
I rebel against that rule.
Yeah, well, I do.
Well,
all the time.
I would do dark lips, dark eyes. I
in the
think
way they do say if your eyes are
Yeah. I think
it's a
dramatic,
load of
you want to keep your
nonsense.
nails, or
It
your
is.
nails,
Your
no, your lips,
simple.
or the other way. But
No.
I
would go do
Just
both. If you
rules for me to
fancy
be
doing both, do both.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Next one.
Oh, that's
no,
pretty.
I think that's real Christmassy. What do you think? It's sort of a goldy touch, well, more of a darker shade in the lip.
It is lovely if you had loads. Obviously, she's loads of sequins and all on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plain.
It's
is
very
quite
plain for
understated.
Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
in a way.
But man, if you, she appears to have sequins. I
Yeah.
think the sequins that would be lovely.
Gives it off, yeah, the
It
pale
would be
skin,
very
yeah.
subtle, and it
Yes.
would go well with it.
But all
yeah.
these golds and silvers are really
That's
always
beautiful.
popular.
Yeah. And can you mix gold and silver, Joanne, on your eye?
You can do whatever you like.
Whatever you fancy,
Yes,
a wee
yeah.
bit of whatever.
Sometimes I would add a wee bit of mixture. You can get wee pots of the glitter with, gold and silver. But it depends if you want to
Yeah.
go crazy altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push
And
the
how
boat
do you
out,
put the
Pauline.
glitter on
Well, there's-
that
you-
it doesn't fall all over the face?
There-
Have you ever experienced
Yes,
that?
you can use, there is a wee glitter glues that you would buy. But then if you don't have that, there's a wee tip, you can use a bit of Vaseline, dab a bit of Vaseline.
First.
Yeah, yeah. and if you
Under
don't
the
have-
eye?
Just here. No, don't. If you're ever going to do eyeshadow using glitter, never do the face first. Just do the eyes first. So then you can wipe away all the
Excess.
fallout and everything, and then once the eyes are done, then do the rest. You would never do that because you're wasting your time. Just
I
going.
remember one night spraying the glitter on the hair.
I bought my glitter hairspray this morning.
And I remember when I looked down, Amanda,
You were like
the
a
whole
glitter ball.
bathroom
Yeah,
was
yeah.
destroyed, everything,
lovely,
and every
lovely.
time I moved,
Yeah.
it
I
was
think
so
it's lovely.
funny.
We used to spray the glitter. Remember the Heishi glitter spray?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The gold one.
Yeah.
But I would have squirted it everywhere and wanted it to fall all over my face,
You
But
know.
now I wouldn't do that now.
Just get a wee, when the lights
Yeah,
shone,
yeah.
a wee sparkle.
Just a wee bit of
You
sparkle.
get carried away.
You do,
And
surely.
another tip is don't do it after you've had a few glasses of wine.
Yeah, because you spray it and the whole. I used to spray it here, along your chest, and this big splat instead of sparkles.
Oh,
I
just
was
big
like,
patch.
am I running trying to get... Very funny.
It didn't quite work, Pauline.
It
no.
didn't work, no.
Do try the Vaseline. If nobody has the glitter, you can buy wee glitter glues. They're cheap, but it's just to keep them stuck on. You just pat it in gently. Don't overload it. Just build it up and build it up when you're doing the glitter on your eyes.
Or do you know the
So-
fixin' spray?
Yeah, you can use
I
it
used
too.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
or
the
water,
pot of
even
glue.
a bit of
or
water.
I got the glitter last year, and I had nothing.
That's-
It was
yes.
falling everywhere. So eventually, I dab my brush in and spread the fixin' spray
Brilliant,
on
yeah,
it before
yeah.
I put it
There
on
you
my
go.
eye.
Thinking.
I
She
am
knows all
clever
the
girl.
tricks.
You're very
Oh,
clever, very
yes.
clever.
So the next one is.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now that would be my favourite look. Now, and that's Amanda, as you're saying, a bit of both.
Yeah.
But those, the gold and the browns, and of course the big false eyelashes. Of course, I'd be going for those. And there's bottom lashes there too. I wouldn't be going for those.
No, I think that makes it drag queen looking.
Yeah.
There's a
But
fine,
it's just
there's a
for
fine
the-
line, isn't
Just
it?
for the look of the gold eyeshadow, I do like that.
But then again, Joanne, it's the more youthful look.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
all
Now, if I
out,
met
go
you
for
out
it.
like that now on Saturday night, what would you think? Did I look like
If you
that?
were
Yeah.
like that. But Joanne, I think you can get away with that.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you
Oh,
could
well,
get
I'll
away
go
with
for
more
it.
makeup
Right ahead,
too.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Whereas if you met me coming like that, you'd be going, oh, that
Holly,
wee
where is she
girl.
going?
Pauline's lost her way.
What's wrong with that wee girl? Wee
And is
girl.
there just 2 wee diamonds that are on the inside?
Yes,
That's quite nice,
That's
isn't
quite
it?
popular. They're doing the diamonds here and even, you know, at the sides
the other
here.
side, are
But
they?
then you can get the strips also now with the
Ah.
diamonds. Now, they're nice for young
much?
people. No, well, for younger girls. But of course, I've tried them.
But Joanne, isn't it nice to have that and someone to come to you and say, Joanne, I like the eyeshadow, but maybe
The
go
plain
easier
lips,
on
yeah.
this or
Yeah.
that.
Well, if
or-
that was me, I would do the eyes, but I wouldn't go the red lips.
Okay. And you do the false lashes as well?
I think they just set any makeup off on any age. It doesn't. They don't have to be for young. I've done wedding makeups with mothers of the brides that are in their 70s.
With false eyelashes?
Want the full works, but I would go for a finer lash on those ladies. But there was one lady wanted, I want what all the girls are having. She was 74, but
on
I
her.
thought, oh God, but she carried them off. And it was-
Good.
I mean,
Yeah.
she looked
Good,
the
fair
part.
play, like, yeah.
So
Or the wee side ones.
the wee
Urban
individual
Decay do a
ones.
lovely wee.
Yes,
the,
just
the ones at the flick at the
yeah.
side,
Just the wee
corner
side
ones.
one. They're very
subtle.
subtle
Open up your
if
eye
you're
a bit,
But they're
frightened of the
very,
full.
very effective. But everybody, I think, should just create the final look, a wee bit of eyelashes.
A bit of pink.
Yeah, yeah, love it, love it. So here's
Oh,
more
I
bling.
love
Sparkles,
both.
sparkles.
So
Love
there you can
it.
go with the silver sparkle or glitter or dust
Beautiful.
all over, or just go for the glitter pens, and there's the 2B diamonds at the end, you know, the
yes,
outer
yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Like that's quite simple to do, but
Yeah.
you know, you can play about with it.
Like the silver looks quite simple,
Simple,
and
yeah.
just the wee bit of
Black-
darker
black, yeah.
shading and the black
do
line.
the black all on the base
It's
first,
and
yeah.
just that simple green, even Joanne, and minus
very
the
effective.
diamonds. Maybe you
Yeah.
wouldn't. You could
And you can
tweak it.
get, see that green, you can now buy you can buy, if you're not good at freehand, you can actually buy the stick-on flick. Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah. But I haven't seen them in glitter yet, but that actually looks like, you can buy the stick-on flick. Yeah,
I didn't
in
know
Sally's
that.
and stuff, just put the whole line, perfect. But I've never used them really, I'd rather.
But you wouldn't need to because
No,
you have
I
a
could do
dab
it
hand. But
free
somebody
hand,
like me.
Could end up down here somewhere.
Yeah, no, that would be good.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
So
know
I
you
like
could
that.
buy
Yeah, you
them.
can buy them, yeah.
It'd be nice if they come out with like a green flick
glitter,
for
yes,
Christmas
yes.
or silver.
That'd be lovely, then you wouldn't have to worry about
Wouldn't have to
shaky
go to
hands.
you.
Probably is.
You're doing yourself out of a job.
Oh no. So they're also using glitter for Christmas. You can also incorporate it into the lips. I actually quite like that. What do you think with the glitter lips?
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the
You're
one.
looking
I'm
at
looking
the
at the eyes
eyes.
and the other doll.
No,
No,
well,
I
Seems to have
that's
gone a bit wrong.
That I think that's dreadful.
Yeah,
Now that was
and
the
the
Christmas
eyebrows
look.
are like
Oh.
they're like it's
Terrible.
okay helping your own eyebrows, but that's like I don't know.
Oh, they
I'm
must
not
be.
good.
They look like stuck on eyebrows.
It just
don't
look
they?
like somebody painted them, Joanne. It just looks like paint.
That's not a
and
good.
her
That's not a
eyes-
good look.
She
Who would
she
do
mustn't
that?
have
Somebody
eyebrows
else.
because that's too
They're
that's
they're
too
not the
high
right
up for
shape.
being.
And where the eyeshadow's blended,
Yeah.
where the
That
arch
would
in
be
her
where you-
eyebrow
yeah.
is. Yeah.
No, girls, that is and it is a Christmas look, the green and the red, and it's gone so terribly wrong. You
Wrong,
poor wee
so-
betcha.
At least you tried.
Tried.
Tried
Or
to embrace
somebody
the
else
whole
tried
festive
for her.
state.
Yeah.
Even the
season.
colour on her lips doesn't do nothing for
It's
it.
dreadful,
No, I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
that at all. Just be
Terrible.
very careful because it's too much.
What do you think of the glitter lips? The pink. And
Yeah,
the glitter,
it's
you
quite
know, just-
nice.
I think it is Christmassy.
Yeah,
You know, if you're
if
not
your
into
eyes
if
are-
you're not into a big
big
red
eye,
lip or
yeah.
red lips,
Or red lips,
I would
yeah.
go with the pink maybe.
And as you say, the thinner lip would get away with that,
with the
Joanne.
pink, that shade, yeah. Where I can't
Yeah.
get away with red at all.
No.
So, no, what's
Yeah,
next?
that's quite nice,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's soft.
I
so
like it,
it's
yeah.
lovely. Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah.
that at all. I do mind
We
the
do
eyes.
love, yes, we do love a bit of
Poor wee
sparkle.
girl.
I know.
So there's
Okay.
red lipstick. Well, there's the
I
her
always
gold
do that.
eyeshadow. Is,
I always stick it on my
Do you?
tip.
that's because you talk too much.
That's
Do you know
exactly
a wee
it.
tip for it not
What?
going on your teeth? It,
Amanda,
is-
this might look
Amanda
wrong.
taught me this.
this is going to look so wrong, but now I've started, I can't stop. If you stick your finger in your mouth, right,
Amanda.
and bite
Close the
down
tip.
on your finger,
Uh-huh.
and then pull your lips out over your finger.
Great,
It comes
yeah.
off onto your finger.
And not.
and not to your
Oh,
teeth.
good, because
There you
like
go.
I don't know, but Jason, sometimes you'd be embarrassed after you've just put your lipstick on. You take
You
a
talk
drink and it
away,
comes
yeah.
off on a glass.
Okay, I wouldn't care about that.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
But if
If
you're
that-
if you don't want it on your
Wouldn't
teeth,
bother me.
just that's what you do.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you go.
good,
We were
good,
sitting in a
good.
bar and Paulie's sucking her finger.
She's just applied her lipstick.
You have to bite on your finger
Oh
Put
yeah.
in that wee bite there.
and then pull your yeah.
Oh, that's
There we
good.
go.
Where did the picture go?
Oh,
It's gone. Oh, here's it back again, because all we discussed was the lips, the eyes. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Is that meant to be a Christmas look, Joanne?
Yeah. I think it is, yeah. But
Sorry, but that would be a daytime look. I mean, that's my makeup class. Only joking.
no, it's more about the lips. But
Oh
no,
yeah, all
I
about the lips.
think there's been maybe 1 or 2 glasses of
Wine.
wine consumed there.
It's quite nice and subtle, isn't it? And her
The
eyebrows are
eyeshadow.
beautiful and much more suited. Hasn't she got lovely eyebrows? Would you
Um,
darken
I
them,
will
Joanne?
Well,
a
a
wee
wee
bit,
bit
yes,
maybe.
yes.
No,
No,
and I
a wee bit
just-
fine now. So
Because I remember the days when nobody darkened their eyebrows
know.
in, and
remember
sometimes,
shaving them.
yeah, but I mean, sometimes,
Sometimes you're
it's
talking to the
sad when
eyebrows
you want a
rather than the
natural
face.
eyebrow. Sometimes, no, do you know?
Yeah.
Especially on a blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do, like truth be told, I've had to pencil mine in. Like my eyebrows, if I didn't put a wee pencil in,
Yeah, it frames your
would be
face.
similar
I
to
certainly
that.
filled mine in.
But I would prefer, personally, that
Yeah.
only we're lead because
Well, I
we've
would
got
prefer
used to
for, yeah,
shading
shading
in.
yeah.
It's like the again.
But some
it's not
of them
natural.
are
Some are crazy.
OTT.
Over the top. But like someone dark has lovely,
Can
thick,
carry them
heavy
off,
set
yeah.
eyebrows
Yeah.
naturally. But that wee girl doesn't.
She's nothing
This
really
wee
there.
girl doesn't. But you're being,
But
it's
it's
nearly peer
knowing-
pressure. You have to
You have
shade
to,
in
but
your
it's
brows.
But it's the
also-
shape of your face. She frames your face.
Some
really.
people end up taking it.
Too far.
Pretty extreme.
They
Too
go.
arched and
They
too
don't
far.
seem to realise where their eyebrow has ended,
Naturally.
and they go down a way past.
yeah.
I know,
where
but
the-
Joanne, surely you should follow your own brow shape.
Follow the shape of your natural.
But if your own
yeah.
brow, say, stops at a certain place, should you stop there?
No, well,
If it's not the right.
do you see whenever you're getting the, like I would get the HD brows done, like they will train over the few weeks or months that you're getting the right shape, train them to go.
Joanne,
They're
that's
all-
only when you're young.
Well, I'm not young.
I know, but people that were born in my era, it was pluck, pluck, pluck.
So you've plucked them,
So
and they
your
won't,
Yeah.
the eyebrows,
And
my
they're plucked
eyebrows,
away.
I
Will
do
not.
not wax. I can't.
they won't come back.
But
They
there's
don't come
nothing worse looking than this half an eyebrow. You know, this wee tiny bit here. You need to
But
carry
why?
it
Who
through.
said that?
Because it's the
But it's
natural
not.
shape.
It
and
needs to come out to the end
Say if
of.
you had a ruler or a brush.
Yeah, it
you-
needs
there.
to finish.
But then does that mean
Here.
years ago all
Here.
the beauties like Marilyn Monroe and all were ugly then? And
No, but
weren't
I
they?
think
but
if
it
you look
goes
at their
with the style.
eyebrows, I
They
think
were
their
arched,
eyebrows
yeah.
are.
But
They
they're
were very
plucked
much
beyond
there.
belief.
Aye,
Yeah.
but then they were
And
filled.
stenciled in.
Yeah.
Were
They were like
Yeah.
drawn with a pen, some of them, and they're crazy. But at that time, that was the style.
That was the style.
So right now,
but are
it's
we going to
eyebrows.
look back in years to come saying,
Well,
Look at
well,
that.
I've looked back on my wedding photograph and in my living room, and it's there all the time. No false eyelashes did I have, nothing like that. And I was going, oh my God, like, you know, did I even have mascara on there? You know, there was none of that there, or it was, you know.
oh, it's not lovely?
I do. Like I didn't
yeah,
have
but
any
suppose-
false.
No,
lash.
they weren't the thing then.
But
no.
I
And now they're all
yes,
the
I
thing.
like the eyebrow. I would colour mine in a wee bit. I don't get them the HD brow or anything
Yes.
else on. But I would always finish them
At the right.
at the
Yes,
end.
yeah.
I wouldn't sort of finish
No,
up
there's nothing
here.
worse than
but
up
then,
there.
as I say, some people end
Go
up taking it down to here.
here, yeah.
Going,
That's crazy.
No,
You're like
your
a
brow
clown.
doesn't. No, you need to
It's
just.
like, you know, they say out of the mouth of babes and children never lie.
Yeah.
Like our boys say, Mummy, you're so much nicer when you're just coming out of the swimming pool.
Yeah, natural.
Do you know? But I mean, and Jerry'd often say, I don't know why you put that muck on.
yeah.
Do you know, is it just, are we programmed to be looking and putting more and
Yeah.
more muck on when really?
Yeah.
Because even
Like men don't do it.
No, I look younger without makeup, but I
Yeah.
would not
Yeah.
go out without makeup.
Yeah. It's like
We're-
we're programmed.
you know.
We are literally
Yeah.
programmed.
But I think with anything, and but same with everything,
Yeah.
a balance between
Overboard.
and
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Getting
not,
that
not enough
balance.
and
And
too
Jen,
much.
what you feel
Yeah.
is okay for you too?
I just
Or
like
there's
it all.
hard set rules like that need to be followed. So you're the beautician. Should you
Beautician?
follow the rules?
No, Joanne's
Not-
Oh,
makeup
Joanne,
artist, not a
makeup artist,
beautician.
sorry. And a beautician and a makeup
No,
artist.
No,
I'm
not a beautician.
whatsoever. No, just trained and specialised in the face only.
Only face.
Calling. How long is this now?
I just class all of it as beautician. It's all
No,
about beauty.
I
Not
couldn't
trained
wax
in
your legs or
skin.
do your nails.
Could you not,
No,
Joanne?
I could not. No. No. She only learning that now.
Oh, you see, people do make that mistake and
Yes.
say, "Oh, you're a beautician."
beautician.
Yeah, but I would
no,
put the whole thing in under beautician.
No.
because beautician has been trained in skin and waxing and brows and nails and
Facials.
But I know girls that do
facials
all
and-
that and makeup.
I
Yeah,
bet they're
but then-
maybe
There are beauticians
Yeah.
for the cover where I specialise in makeup, where beauticians don't, they have to go and specialise in.
Yeah, but
Is that the right way
all
to
the
phrase
girls
it?
I know do the whole,
Yeah, no, they can, yeah.
Aye,
yeah.
but
they can do that, the
beauticians-
whole
yeah, yeah.
thing.
yes, they've done the
But
whole
they
thing.
call themselves beautician stroke makeup. So I just took
Yeah,
for
they-
granted
they
you
don't
were
take
all
makeup
that
stroke
in, yeah.
beautician.
No.
Oh, you say neither. We're all
No.
educated.
Calling now.
There you
You
go.
learn something new. You learn
I learn something new every day. Well, I think you would be great at waxing anyway.
Well, I might do the
I'd let,
course. Okay,
I'd let
yes.
you wax me.
Okay.
Now there's a vision
There we go now.
to leave us on.
So anyway, for the Christmas
Yes.
makeup, everyone has to go glitz. A bit of glitter. No,
Sparkle.
a bit of, don't worry about the red lips.
Yeah.
But a bit of sparkle.
Lovely.
Yeah. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah.
We all
Everywhere.
like that, don't
Yes,
we?
I think we're all like wee magpies. We're just
Yeah.
drawn to.
A wee bit of sparkle.
Twinkle,
For your
twinkle.
Christmas party,
Yeah.
just if you even keep it for your Christmas party.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Christmas Day, your party
Oh,
having
yeah.
a wee bit of sparkle.
And
A wee glass of wine.
And your don't forget the apron. Jingles.
So that's us for this week, ladies. The time does fly, certainly when you're having fun. So if you want to get in touch, you can do so via Destination Newry's Facebook page, vadio.ie. The usual, meet us on the street. If you want to ask us anything, feel free. And we'll see you again next week.